So we have another video for you today on how to repurpose your old blue jeans. Look at these adorable pillows I made for my granddaughters. They're made out of the back pocket, each one from a different pair of jeans. So I got the jeans for these at the 99-cent sale at Salvation Army. I don't know if your Salvation Army does this, but the first Tuesday of every month, all their clothes are 99 cents each. So what a perfect day to go get like 20 pairs of jeans, which is exactly what I did for all of these repurposing jean videos. Didn't these turn out adorable? I picked the colors that would suit each of my granddaughters, their favorite colors, and with the coordinating fabric on the back. This one turned out really neat because of my one granddaughter loves pink, and so it went really well with the fabric. And then I just got these little cute stuffed animals to stick in the pockets for when I give it to them. The blingier the pocket, the cuter it is. Now the lace that I got, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but it's iridescent. So the girls are gonna love this. Now, if you'd like to learn how to make one of these pillows, keep watching. I'm so happy to show you how.
So here are our supplies that you need to make the pillow. We have two different fabrics, two different colors and patterns that kind of go together and look good together. And your main fabric, you need about a half a yard. Your second fabric, you just need like a 1/4 yard of it, not very much. Then you'll also need some thread that kind of matches the theme of your pillow color. You need about 2.5 yards of lace if you want to add that to your edges of your pillow. You don't have to. Of course, you need a pair of jeans. These again are from the Salvation Army during the 99-cent sale. You can use an old pair of your own jeans for this, but if you are buying them, you want to look at the pockets and see what design you like the best, because that's going to be kind of the main focal point of the pillow. And of course, it wouldn't be a pillow without stuffing. You need stuffing. So this is all it takes, pretty simple. So let's get sewing.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is cut a pocket out of your jeans. Now sometimes the pockets will have more fabric around them than other times, but you want to get as much fabric as you can around them so you can get like a nice square, so that way you'll have room to sew around the edge. So let's cut. And I'm going to cut right up to that yoke seam because I want all the fabric I can get for above the pocket. Now I'm going to try and square this off some. Next, you're going to get your fabric ready to cut. And you're going to cut 1.5-inch wide strips all the way down because you need a little bit of it. We're gonna make a frame with the fabric all around the edge of this pocket. And I'll mark this down and I'll be right back. Now that I have this marked, I'm gonna cut this stripping. Now I can't really tell you how much you're going to need of this because it just all depends on how big your pocket is. So you just kind of have to figure it out as you go along how much you'll need. You can always cut more. Okay, so I'm going to start across the top and just measure. Okay, and I'm going to put right sides together. Now I'm going to sew a 1/4-inch seam all the way across. When you have your piece on there, you want to keep it open. You don't want it down like this to measure for the next piece. Okay, so I'm going to go down this side now. I have this opened up and it's going to be right sides together. Okay. And now I'll sew that. And see how I have this opened up? Because you're going to sew on that as well. So again, I mentioned before that I do not like pinning unless it's absolutely necessary. If you like to pin and feel more confident pinning, by all means, go ahead and put some pins in. Okay, so I have my second side done, and I'm going to keep that opened up. Go down along the bottom, right sides together. Make sure that you have that opened up, the part you just sewed on. And then you're going to cut this off. And now I'm going to sew this on the bottom. So you can see it would be hard to say exactly how much you need because it just depends on how big your pocket square is that you're using. Okay, so now for my last side, I'm going to open that up. Now see, on this one you have both sides opened up. You're going to do right sides together. Okay, now I'm going to go sew this last side on. So now this is with all four sides on around the pocket. Now what I'm going to do is top stitch along this purple fabric about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch out on your contrasting fabric all the way around the square. It just will hold this down nicely and give it a nice polished finished look to have that top stitching on there. Okay, see how nice this top stitching looks around? This gives it a nice, real finished look to it. Now we're going to cut out our strips from the jeans. I'm going to first take this hem off because we can't use that. Now save all the hems and the seams because if you watched our wreath video, you can see what you can do with that. Not waste any part of these 99-cent jeans. Square this off some. Okay, so I finished trimming just so I'd have a straight edge. I'm going to mark my strips 1.5 inches wide all the way down. Now you need a bit of this because you're going to go around the pillow twice with the jeans after each different fabric you use. Okay, so I'm going to start with the top again and put right sides together. Oh, it looks like Molly wants to sew. You want to learn to sew, Molly? You gotta get down. Good girl. And I keep my seams out, folding them out. So I have my first jean strip on here, and I'm just gonna work my way around just like I did with the purple fabric, and I'll be right back. So I just finished the jean strip around, and now I'm going to top stitch on this one as well. I'm still using the purple thread to top stitch even on the jean fabric. It just looks really nice. A nice contrast to have that coordinating colored thread. I'm going to do another square around of this coordinating fabric. It picks up the pink and the flowers of the purple. It looks so pretty around here. So again, I'm going to cut 1.5 inch wide strips. So I just finished this pink fabric and I'm doing the top stitching on it. Now I do have a suggestion. When you are cutting your strips and you're measuring to cut them the length, always cut them like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch longer than you think you're going to need, because it seems like I always need that little bit of extra, because you can always cut it off if it's too much, but better to have too much than too little. I learned that from experience. So there's no formal pattern for this because it all depends on your jean pocket and it's just cutting strips and sewing them around. So here we have with the pink fabric, we only have one more edging to do, and that's of the jean, and then we're done with the front of our pillow. Doesn't it look cute? Now the pocket always looks a little bit cockeyed because the way they are on the pant is like that, how they are on the hips. So, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. And you're going to have stuffing in the pillow, and it fills it out, and it just really turns out cute. So I'm going to do the last bit of jean, and then I'll show you how we stuff it. I can't stress enough how important it is after you've sewn it on. Before you measure to do your next strip, you have to open out that fabric. Otherwise, it is not going to be long enough and you're going to be bumming. So I'm just measuring out my last bit of jean, and you can get 2 pillows out of 1 pair of jeans because you just need the 2 pockets, and then 1 leg will work for the strips around. So for 99 cents, that's only 50 cents a pillow in the jean fabric. So that's pretty good. So the front of our pillow is finished. Isn't that cool? Next, what I'm going to do is pin the lace on, and I really do need to pin that, even though I don't like pinning, but to make sure that it's held on there right before I put the back on. Each section is top stitched, and it just makes it lay so nice and flat, and it just gives it a real finished quality look. So now I'm pinning the lace on. Now before I did the lace, I laid my pillow front onto the fabric that I'm going to back it with, and I just cut around the edge so that I have my back ready. Then I took my lace and I started at the bottom edge, and you want to put right sides together, and you're going to have the end of the lace that'll stick out, you're going to have it facing in like this, because when you sew it around here and turn it right side out, then it will be the right way. So we're going to go all the way around. Now when you get to a corner, I'm going to put a pin on this side. Now you have all this extra fabric in the corner from the lace. So what I do is I just take the lace and I just kind of roll it like that. And that way when you go to do your seams around here, you're not going to catch all that fabric in there. So I'll finish pinning this and then I'll sew around the edge. Now to sew it, I'm just going to use a large basting stitch, and I'm going to sew close to the edge of the fabric because I don't want that seam to show in the final product. Now I'm down to the end. So what I'm going to do is just at the end here, I'm going to overlap the lace by about 1 inch or so. And it's at the bottom of the pillow so the eye isn't drawn to that. And then I'll just cut it off, and it'll just be overlapped that little bit. Now to show you what I mean about the right side of the lace, this lace has 3 tiers to it, but it doesn't on the back side. So I want this to show on the front side of the pillow. So I put right side down like that, and now I have it sewn on, so when this is all done and you open it up, this right side with the 3 tiers is going to show on the front side. So now what I'm going to do is I took all the pins out except the corner pins. I'm leaving those in. But I'm going to take a few pins and just pin up near the top part, just to hold it down flat when I sew the backing on. Okay, now you're going to have your right side up. Then I'm going to put right sides together. Now I'll stitch the back on here. Now what I'm going to do is actually start at the bottom, and I'm going to leave a gap, about a 4-inch gap in the bottom. So I'll start here and go around and then stop so that I have a place where I can turn it right side out again. And I'm going to do about a 1/2 inch seam just to make sure that I catch the edge of that lace in here. put it back to my regular stitch. Okay, I have my back sewn on and I left this opening. I wish I would have left it a little bit bigger than I did, but now when you turn this right side out to get a nice neat corner, you need to clip your corner just about a 1/4 inch from the actual corner itself. But taking that little extra fabric off on the corner will help that corner to come out a lot nicer. Now when I turn this right side out, I need to be careful of those pins. I'll probably still poke myself. Oh well. Yeah, I should have left a little bit bigger opening, but we'll get it. And as we go, I'll take the pins out. Okay, so I just turned it right side out. The pretty lace with the tears is on the front. And then look at the pretty back. I don't think the camera picks it up very well, but this fabric has glitter all over it, like the centers of the flowers. It's so pretty. Now, I'm going to give this pillow to someone that gave me a bunch of their old blue jeans for my projects. And I thought it'd be a nice little gift. She has quite a few children, like 7 children. And she just loved the pillows. And so I'm going to give her this pillow when it's finished.
So now I'm going to stuff this pillow. I'm going to take this, and now you want to kind of get it into all those corners down there. Really pack it in there in the corners. So I'm just finishing up here, and it really takes a lot more stuffing than you think it's going to, and you really want to get it tightly packed in there. You want it to be really nice, a nice stuffed pillow, not loosey-goosey. You can kind of pack it down in there. You want it to be nice and stuffed, which I think it is. Pleasantly plump. Ah, I could just take a cat nap. Very comfortable and cute.
Now to finish this off, you just need to stitch up this seam here. And you're going to do that by hand. And you want to fold it where it's folded along the rest of the seam. Hold it up to the lace, how it would be if you had sewn it on the machine. And then you're going to do a whip stitch just all along there to hold that firmly. Isn't that absolutely adorable? So pretty. I know they really like purples and pinks, and I think they're going to really enjoy this pillow. So this is the day that I'm going to give this pillow we made to the gal who gave me all her family's old jeans. So I wanted to show this to you before I gave it to her because I added a few sparkly embellishments on the pocket. She's going to give it to her little granddaughter. So you can get, I think I got these at the dollar store in their craft section. They have little bags of jewels, and they are sticky, but they will not hold on. They come off too easily, so I hot glued these on. Didn't it turn out cute? Gives it just that little added bling. Now these pillows would make such a cute gift. And if you want to make this for somebody, maybe a daughter or a granddaughter, you could put the gift card down in here. You could put some money down in here for a gift instead of a gift card. That would be a really cute gift idea. And you can even make these for boys as well. Being with the blue jean, you could pick fabric that has dinosaurs, cars, anything like that for boys, robots, whatever you think that your boy would like. And of course you would want to put lace on there. You wouldn't have to put anything on there if you didn't want to.
We just love how these turned out. They're so pretty. Love the back too. Nice and fluffy.
And I did give these to my granddaughters for Valentine's Day, and they absolutely love them. Yes. They really do. They look so cute on their beds.
So it's really pretty easy. The front, you just keep repeating the same steps over and over. And then the back is all just a one-shot deal there with the backing. It's a pretty easy DIY, and it's fun to use your old jeans or somebody else's jeans. So we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you make a pillow yourself, we'd love to see your recreations and what patterns you choose for your fabrics.
If you do have a picture to show us, make sure you post it on Facebook, and we'll be sure and see it.
Or tag us on Instagram.
Remember, you are a priceless beauty. We love you, and so does Jesus Christ. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Happy sewing.